Hey guys, Adam here. Welcome to a new On the Couch. So I am really late on this, so I'll get it. So I'm gonna go ahead and review this one. It's last week's episode of Gotham, Penguin's Umbrella. This was really good. I mean, I said Spear of the Goat was my favorite. This episode became my favorite because this takes place right where the last one left off, with Penguin revealing that he's alive, saving Gordon, and just a lot of repercussions in terms of in the GCPD, and it hits all the right notes. It really does. So the plot is Penguin's alive, and everyone knows this. Everyone's learned that he's alive at this point, including Maroney and Fish Mooney know he is alive, and it's pissed off everyone. Even Bullock is just really pissed. This felt like the big episode. This felt, I mean, not like a season finale, but this definitely felt like the big episode that was going to change. That was going to change everything, and it did for me it kind of did. So this was also Penguin's episode. I mean, of course, and of course, as always, Penguin is a lot of fun. Penguin is my favorite character at this moment. Hell, my dad actually called me and told me he watched this episode for this was the first episode he watched of the show, and he loved it. He really did. And saying that Penguin's a blast to watch, and it's just so much fun to watch Penguin just ham it up. It's just, and I don't want to spoil anything, but but there is a big reveal at the end with Penguin. I'm not going to reveal anything. Gordon suffers negative repercussions in terms of finding out that he is an honest cop among corrupt cops, and that what he really wants to do is just clean up the city, and you know what, you get behind that, and I mean, it's basically all out war with the mob. He's ready to take them down. But of course, they were gonna find a way to not do that, although it would have been awesome. And of course, we get Victor Zsasz. Victor Zsasz comes in, and he's played by the same guy that played the Mist in one of the episodes of Flash, which was nice to see. Like, it was a little weird, kind of meta if you want to put both of those together. If you want to put those two shows in the same universe. But he was actually a lot of fun to watch, because he's just like, I'm Victor Zsasz, and of course all the villains are kind of cartoony in this, but he's just a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he was a lot of fun to watch, and he does do the cutting tally mark into a skin. It's very evident he's insane. Trying to think now. And of course we get a good falling out between Gordon and Bullock for a brief moment before Bullock realizes that he doesn't want to be the dirty cop anymore. He doesn't want to be always towing that line to where he may end up being a bad guy. He wants to be a good cop, and he realizes Gordon is that good cop. Is the cop that will point him in the right direction. And he's like, look, I got nothing else better to do. I'm going to go with you, and we're going to take these guys down. And it turns out the mayor's just as dirty. I mean, we all knew the mayor was dirty, but we didn't know he had ties to Falcone. So I mean, it's kind of predictable, but at the same time, you're just going, okay, didn't really think about that. Because honestly, I thought he was corrupt, but I didn't think he was mob ties corrupt. But he was. We also get a little bit more character with Captain Essen. She's a character I've not really talked about, and she's a little more sympathetic than she was before, because she's that cop that wants to do good, but she realizes she's in a corrupt city, and she doesn't feel like she can be an honest cop. But with Gordon around, she feels like there is hope for the police force. Renee Montoya is better now, not by much, but it's really because she realizes she fucked up. She even confessed to Gordon, look, I'm sorry, I let my personal feelings get in the way of my job, and you're just going, go on. Keep telling us how unlikable you are. Just keep it going, because you're basically telling us shit we already know. Although Barbara's starting to become that character that's going to be really unlikable. She's going to end up being the unlikable one. I'm trying to remember what I'm actually trying to remember what happened in Bruce's story. I can't remember. I'll rewatch it probably. But yeah, okay, I'm sorry. It's been a week, so I'm trying to remember everything and I can't. But yeah, the suspense in this was really just building up. Like, it was building up to where, to like just epic proportions. Like, you just know Gordon and Bullock are gonna go out guns blazing, even though it doesn't happen. And it's just a lot of, and it's just, to me, this is the best episode. This is the best episode right now. And it was just a lot, it's just so much fun to see this happen. It really was. But yeah, that's all I can remember. So I'll go ahead and give final score. Final score is, I'm going to say a first for this episode, for this series, a 10 out of 10. I really loved this episode. I thought it was perfect. I mean, yeah, sure there are a couple of problems, like Barbara's starting to be unlikable, but other than that, but that's like one of those tidbits like I had no problem with at the moment. So 10 out of 10 for this episode. It's a really good episode. Fantastic. Also, I've decided I'm not going to do any more Star Wars Rebels videos or Constantine videos, even though I only did one. But that's mostly because semester's almost over with, and I got to be able to focus on everything else at the moment. Plus, I've got other stuff I got to do. So it's just going to really be Gotham, Flash, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. videos from now on. So sorry for anyone that wanted to see more of my opinions on Constantine. I can tell you right now, I'm still loving the show. I still think it's a lot of fun. Star Wars Rebels is starting to grow on me a lot. I'm starting to see it more or less of a kid's show and more of a show that is indeed a Star Wars show that just happens to be for kids. There's a few interesting storylines I hope that will move it out of the main characters and move it into, say, like a different character, like kind of like what Clone Wars did. But yeah, I mean, I just won't be able to do it at this moment. Maybe I will next season. Who knows? Until then, I'll see you guys later with the next episode of Gotham. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and get this online. I got other stuff to do, so I will probably post it tomorrow. Until then, I will see you guys later. Bye.